What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Another beautiful day. Wow, I got a keto brick in my throat. I'm chowing down on the new Cinnamon Keto Brick, and it is the bomb diggity. We're launching today, so this is going to go live the day following launch. We're going to just kind of document some of that, and then we got all kinds of stuff going on today, so we're just going to document all that. We just got back from the chiropractor. I'm holding my alignment. Crystal is not, because I'm way cooler than her. How you doing, Crystal?
I'm great.
Anyways, we'll catch you on a bit. What is going on, y'all? I have got my 75-25 ground beef with some ketchup, keto ketchup, and meat seasoning. About to dig into this. This is the first thing I've eaten today other than that keto brick. We just launched the keto bricks, the cinnamon flavor. The singles sold out in an hour, so I just got done reallocating some of the week's worth to the singles, so now there's more singles and fewer weeks worth, so I can try and, that's the thing, you gotta kind of always adjust and see where the demand is and tweak things as needed. But I'm about to dive into this. I feel bad, I'm doing bad. I made that video the other day about resting and digesting, and I'm supposed to meditate for 10 minutes before I eat this, but I might not be able to do that on launch days, y'all. Launch days are just total chaos. And I probably should do that on launch days, but I'm not going to do it today. Not today anyways. So I'm going to eat this up real quick, and then I'll take y'all out to the kitchen. We'll see what the crew is doing. All right, y'all. Let's go on a little tour real quick here. First of all, let me show you. It's super dark in here. Sorry about that. We got more of the gym / warehouse done. So all that's been painted black. Focus. And then we got all of those walls up. And I put these racks over here with all of our shipping supplies, and then over here the gym, I've got more or less this wall all ready to go. So this is coming together. It looks a lot more enclosed, a lot more like a gym. All I gotta do now is fix the lighting so you can actually see it, because it is way too dark in here, especially for vlogging. So, my apologies there. Let's go check out the crew and see how they're doing on this beautiful launch day. Alright. They're over there hard at work. I can feel it. I'm gonna walk in there with the camera and they're gonna act like they're hard at work anyways. Let's go see. Gonna get stocked up on more ingredients here, because we need more. Whoa, what we got going on here? Put the music on pause here. Look at all this action going on. Bricks, and more bricks. Like a mountain of bricks over here. Y'all like the new cinnamon flavor?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, where's the enthusiasm? Let's try that. Y'all like the new cinnamon flavor?
Yeah.
All right, now we're talking. What we got going on here, Dylan?
Bricks on bricks on bricks.
Bricks on bricks on bricks?
We're running out of room in here. Y'all gotta buy them.
Look at all these bricks. Woo! Alright, y'all, so not today, not tomorrow, but sometime this week or next, we're going to get a video footage of everybody here, kind of do like a little bio. We did that way back in the day, but now everybody we have working here is keto, so we're going to talk a little bit about why they're keto, how long they've been keto, what they've learned, common questions, common pitfalls, etc., etc. So I'm looking forward to that. They're super enthusiastic about it. Alright, y'all, so I was just doing my emails, minding my own business, and then Crystal calls me and she's like, Robert, I've been in a car accident. And I'm like, what? Are you okay? And she's like, yeah, but it's gonna, you know, I don't have current insurance, yada, yada, yada. So
I do have current insurance.
she didn't have it with her, so I had to go bring it to her. She does have current insurance, but I'm gonna go look and see what damage was done on her car right now. What do you think, babe?
I'm not super mad. It could have been a lot worse, but I am frustrated. The car that hit me is completely totaled.
Really?
Yeah, totaled. So that and my whole this, but like this piece of rubber is like hitting my tire, so I'm kind of afraid of that. It was making a noise, and this is dented and.
Wow, that's pretty intense. I didn't see any of this.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And they're not gonna do anything?
That was a hit and run. Except for the car. So it was 4 cars that was in the accident.
4-car pileup.
4-car pileup, and only 3 of us pulled over. So the guy that caused it drove away.
Not too happy about that.
Not too happy.
What is going on, y'all? We're about to work out. We're gonna do some back and some biceps. I've got my keto pump pre-workout. I'm gonna slam this down. I'm not gonna film the workout because, as you can see, it's still super dark in here and the lighting is just not really good. But I'm gonna try and get that fixed soon. So I'm gonna drink this, wait about 20 minutes, and kill it in the gym. So just know that I'm about to seriously build some muscle. All right, y'all, that workout is in the books. Can't even breathe. We crashed back, biceps, went heavy on deadlifts, went heavy on back, got a great pump. This wide angle lens ain't gonna do me justice though, so I ain't even gonna flex on camera. I'll see you in a bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just finished the workout. Crystal just finished her workout. It is getting late. The day is getting long, but we need more content for this vlog, so we're gonna go out like a trooper. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Whole Foods, and we're gonna look for, what would be the best word? Anti-estrogenic products. I just recorded a podcast with Dr. Anthony J. That went live on Tuesday, I believe. Awesome, awesome, awesome podcast. Highly recommend you listen to it. I learned a ton, but it was really interesting. He dove into how so many of the products that we use on a day-to-day basis are just filled with phytoestrogens and artificial estrogens, and that can have a negative impact on our estrogen, our testosterone, and all of our hormones overall. So mainly I want to just kind of dive into that. If you follow Danny and more have been like hardcore getting rid of plastics and all that stuff, and I've like gotten rid of some of the plastics and I've put in, you know, the glass, what's that, Pyrex? That was it called? Like we got Pyrex containers and stuff. But after talking with Anthony J, it's like, wow, we gotta, you know, it's kind of weird because you can't avoid life. Like there's so many things in life that you just have to deal with. I mean, we live in a world in which plastics and estrogens are everywhere, but I do think it makes sense to be as proactive as you can within reason. So we're gonna go to Whole Foods and see what kind of household products we can swap out for some of these lesser estrogenic varieties. So
I've always made fun of this.
yeah.
Like, I know it's not really something to make fun of, but I've always been like, wow, really? You can't avoid life. You know, like, everything has microplastics. Everything has estrogen in it. Everything, you know, so.
True. And you don't want to, like, spend so much time fixating on this that you don't live life in the moment. But at the same time, like water, for instance. Like, if I'm going to be drinking water, I might as well get a glass bottle of water over a plastic bottle of water, you know? What are you smirking at me for?
Nothing. I always just go for the cheap option, which is the estrogen, apparently.
So, but it's got a pretty compelling, like, you just kind of listen to that podcast because he dives super deep, and I'm not near as smart as he is with this topic, so I would just fumble over my words if I tried to explain it. But it doesn't just have an impact on us in our generation. It has an epigenetic effect on 4 generations beyond us. So it's almost like, I mean, it is like what I'm consuming and using in my day-to-day life now can have an effect on my grandkids' kids. And that is motivation for me to clean up my act, because I don't want to be the reason they have any kind of, you know, negative consequence. And when you look at just the downward trend of our testosterone and the upward trend of our estrogen from a hormonal standpoint, I mean, something is obviously up. And the food plays a huge part in that, but any of the topical stuff, any of the household products, you might as well be proactive with that as well.
No, I did not get to finish my thought process here. I wanted to say that I've always been the one to make fun of it, and I'm always choosing the cheaper option. I'm always saying, it's not even like I'm making fun of it, but it's like, you can't avoid life. But there are a lot of things that we have done in our lives that are counter to what people consider normal. You know, waking up early, or you know, even working out. Like, that seems like out of the normal for a lot of people. Eating healthy, not eating carbohydrates, you know, like those things are not considered normal. They're not considered easy at times for some people. But Robert has been very gung-ho about this the last little bit, especially since he's had this podcast. And I am in full support, so I'm willing to switch some things out. I even got glass water bottles today, even though they were way more expensive.
So we're just going to go see what our options are. We're going to take the camera along and see what we can show y'all. We've been talking for 4 minutes and 25 seconds though, so let's get on with it.
Let's
Crystal,
go.
move your head real quick. Oh yeah! I'm just joking, yeah, let's go. Alright y'all, here we are in front of Whole Foods. Let's go in and find some anti-estrogenic soap. Alright, so before we go into the soaps and whatnot, let's talk about oils for a second. So obviously you're not going to want to go with like a canola oil or a vegetable oil. You all heard that on keto. You want to go with like a monounsaturated avocado oil or olive oil. Let's talk a little bit about the packaging. You don't want to get a clear plastic container because it's going to be easier for the lights to go through and leach into the oil itself. Let's talk about oil versus water for a second as it relates to the packaging. In a bottle of water, you want to try and get a glass bottle of water, but with the plastics that leach into the water, there's like a different viscosity point, so it's not really going to be absorbed as much so as it would with the oil. So like with oils, the estrogens in the plastic container is going to be much more friendly hosted into the oils in the container because they've got a more similar viscosity point. That's why it's especially important to get your oils in a glass container rather than plastic. Alright, so I've got an app, or not an app, but I've got his website, Dr. J's website pulled up on my phone, so I'm going through and looking at some of the products he uses. He recommends this Kirk's fragrance-free bar soap. It is not scented, it is free of parabens or fragrance, phthalates, sulfates, parabens, glutens, chlorants. So yeah, pretty simple. So I'm gonna try this here, and it's only $2.49, so that's not too bad. All right, so deodorant. He recommends finding one that has no aluminum, no propylene glycol, or artificial fragrances, and he recommends the Schmidt brand. So we have a fragrance-free Schmidt, which he actually recommends, but I'm honestly going to try the bergamot lime because that's just a really cool, pretty green. Alright, so for shampoo and conditioner, he recommends the Jason brand. He recommends fragrance-free, but I've got a thing for tea tree, so I'm going to get this one. This one also has no parabens, sulfates, petroleum, or petrolatum, and phthalates, so this passes his check on most of them, so I'm gonna get this. Alright, so for toothpaste, he recommends the Kiss My Face brand. I don't see that here, so we're gonna get the Schmidt's toothpaste. The main thing is to make sure it's free of things like parabens, phthalates, carrageenan, and fluoride, which this does not have any of those things. So I'm gonna go with the Schmidt's here, and I'm getting the Wonder Mint flavor. It costs $6. Alright, so believe it or not, when you wash your clothes in the wash machine, a lot of the bad stuff in these detergents stay in your clothes, and that's just like you're wearing your clothes. Obviously it's just constantly getting into your skin. He recommends the 7th generation powder that is free of fragrances and all of the... He says mainly you want to avoid benzoythiazine... Wowzers.
You're good at that.
Benzoythiazide. Whoo, that one's a tongue twister. Alright, and this thing costs $19 for 70 loads. Alright, so let's talk about water for a second. Plastic bottle water is going to allow an opportunity for the plastic estrogens, artificial estrogens, to leach into the water, especially if it's in a warm or hot environment or subject to light. That's not going to happen with the glass bottle. So I'm getting the glass. I know these are more expensive, but I'm going to recycle them, and I'm also going to get like some kind of filtration system Haven't really thought that one out yet, but I honestly think water tastes better out of a glass bottle anyways, because I don't know, I just like the way it tastes out of a glass bottle. But safer, not as safe, and I'm like the world's worst, y'all. Like, I'll leave a bottle in my van in the sun for a month and then drink it, and just everything I've learned since just doesn't make sense to do that. If I'm out traveling and they've only got plastic water bottles, I'll still grab a plastic water bottle, but I'm going to be trying to be proactive as I can. If I'm just drinking these on a day-to-day basis, I might as well be drinking one that is coming from a glass bottle. So that is my take on that. Alright, y'all, so I do not want to stay up later and cook a steak. I'm going to have the whole kielbasa link here instead. This is going to be almost, it's going to be right at where my calorie goal is for the day. It's going to be slightly higher in fat for the day and slightly lower in protein for the day than if I was to have the ribeye steak, but I'm going to eat this on the ride home and call it a day. Alright, y'all, so this was $73.30, and just to kind of give you an idea of what all I got the laundry detergent, I got that pork sausage, I got water, I got the detergent, the bar soap, the shampoo, the toothpaste, and I got a whole bunch of energy drinks. That kind of jacked up the price quite a bit.
Yeah, like a whole bunch.
Yeah, I got 6 of those, so that was $12 right there. The deodorants, and that's all. So that stuff would probably last me about a month, I would guess, for like the soap, maybe, I don't know. So $73 for all that stuff, of which probably only $40 was for the home good products. Alright, y'all, back at the house, I've got that kielbasa sausage all cooked up here. I'm gonna
eat it in the car, and I made him wait to eat with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some Primal Kitchen spicy brown mustard on there and some Primal Kitchen unsweetened ketchup. I'm a huge fan of both of those. What are you eating there, Crystal?
I have a whole whopping pound of ground beef, 2 ounces of cream cheese, and some salsa on top. I have not eaten today, so this is why I'm eating so much all at once.
Quite a big plate there. So, we just wanted to wrap up this vlog. Pretty crazy day for sure, but a successful day nonetheless. Successful keto brick launch. We sold out in, I don't know, no time at all really. So cinnamon brick sold out. I'm excited to get the feedback on that. Definitely let us know what you think of the new cinnamon brick flavor without the coffee. Yep. Those are all going to be shipped out tomorrow, so when you see this video, they're going to be all in the process of getting shipped out. And then Crystal got in a wreck. She's safe. No harm done except to her vehicle. And we talked about hormones, so pretty good vlog content, I think. Alright, we're going to dig into this. Thank y'all for everything. Thank you for buying a keto brick. Thank you for the support. We could not do it without you. We love you.
Love you.
Love you. Adios.